Good morning and good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today for the latest entry in Envirox's ongoing series of webinars for cleaning professionals. Just a quick note about how this webinar will work. If you have any questions or comments, you can use the private chat window to send us a message. Throughout the webinar, we'll be asking you questions via polls. We'll also be offering some downloadable resources. You'll see all that pop up in the chat window. Today, we're going to talk about luxury vinyl tile, or LVT for short. LVT has been increasing in popularity for years now. For example, from 2015 to 2017, the commercial marketplace for LVT increased by 46%. But that's dwarfed in comparison to where LVT is projected to go. In 2018, the total market size for LVT was $3.6 billion. In 2025, it's expected to grow to $8.9 billion. This expansion has been led by customer demand for more inviting and less institutional-looking spaces. LVT gives architects the opportunity to do just that, which this means that if you haven't already been cleaning LVT, you will be soon. In this webinar, we're going to dig into the topic of LVT. We'll go over what exactly LVT is, how it affects you, some common issues with cleaning LVT, and then we'll go over the proper techniques for cleaning it effectively. Let's start with looking at what most LVT is made of. First, we've got the foundational layer. This is basically layers of PVC. The balancing layer has more resin to help stabilize the other layers. Next up is a fiberglass sheet. You won't find this in all LVT, but it's becoming more common. This helps reinforce the LVT by adding extra rigidity. This is often used in the click-together type of tile. This is a tile that is made to fit together rather than needing to be glued down. Next up are more base layers of PVC. Here, as they say, is where the magic happens. This is the design layer. This is basically a film that has been printed with photorealistic pattern. The options here are almost unlimited. It can be made to look like wood grain, ceramic tile, stone, and so much more. Next, you have the layer that you, as cleaning professionals, have to be most aware of. The wear layer is a transparent PVC film that can be embossed with different textures to add the realism of LVT. Finally, a UV-cured layer of liquid urethane is added. This is a permanent coating that helps with the product appearance and helps protect against scuffs, scratches, and staining. So why is LVT popular? A wide variety of designs and installation options are available. This means architects can satisfy the desire of their clients to make commercial spaces look more inviting and personalized. And LVT can mimic materials that are so much more expensive or require more specific care. It often helps reduce maintenance costs because it needs less care over the lifetime of the floor. It's softer and thicker than more traditional materials. It can have advantages when it comes to comfort, sound absorption, and insulation. The texture, while also looking more realistic, can help prevent slip and fall accidents caused by smooth flooring. So we have a poll going up. Are you currently cleaning LVT floors? While we're waiting for those results to come in, let's look at how LVT affects you and your cleaning staff. We have a lot of custodians come and tell us that LVT has been installed in the buildings they clean without notice and without instructions on how to clean it. So they use their tried and true cleaning methods on the floors, and in 6 months, they look dirty. That's when the questions begin. Is something wrong with the floor? Why was this type of flooring chosen? Are the custodians not doing their job? The fact is, LVT is a fantastic flooring choice that allows schools, hospitals, hotels, and so many other commercial spaces stay relevant in an increasingly competitive landscape. And you know your custodial staff is working just as hard as they always have. So where is the issue? That's what we're going to explore in more depth now. So looking at our poll results, it looks like most of you are already cleaning LVT, which isn't too surprising since you're attending this webinar on the topic. For those of you that aren't yet, this information will help you prepare ahead of time. The cleaning process we'll describe are good for all types of flooring. So let's look at common challenges that can crop up when cleaning LVT. Here's a picture we've taken after cleaning an area of LVT. Does this before picture look similar? So here's another quick poll. I'd love to know which of these common issues that you might have faced with your own flooring. Are your floors looking increasingly dirty, even with regular cleaning? Are you noticing a strange film on the floors? Finally, are slippery patches appearing on your floors? Maybe even sticky spots? For those of you who are dealing with these issues, I can tell you that residue is likely the culprit. Where is residue coming from? It's probably coming from the cleaning product you're currently using. Residue is powered by two mechanisms. Direct residue deposit. This is where, over time, ingredients from your cleaning product are left behind and build up. Quaternary ammonium disinfectants are a great example of this. Over time, they can cause a yellowing or browning effect. This sticky residue also attracts dirt, which makes it look even worse. Dirt dispersion. This basically happens when you use a cotton string mop and one mop bucket. You keep dipping the mop into the water, picking up dirt, wringing it out, etc. The problem is, eventually, you're just spreading dirt around, and it's getting caught up by the residue your cleaning product left behind. So let's look at the results from that last poll. It looks like most of you have noticed your floors looking dirty. They can look this way even right after you've just cleaned. This is caused by buildup, trapping dirt in the floor. So we've talked about the issues. Let's get to the real good stuff. How can you fix these issues? Because let me tell you, it is fixable. Here is another before and after picture for you. The key to cleaning LVT is about the two P's, product and process. First, let's talk about the product you're using. At the end of the day, it makes sense that a newer kind of flooring is going to require newer cleaning technology. Now, generally, we try to keep these webinars focused on just solving the problems you're having and less on the specific solutions we offer. But in this case, there just isn't anyone else we know who can do what we can do. You can see why in this next graphic we have up. This contrasts the basic chemistry of more traditional cleaning products to our proprietary H2Orange2 formula. With ours, hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, is combined with low-level surfactants to clean and sanitize without harmful bleach, acids, or quaternaries. Cold-pressed orange oil is used to penetrate the soil and deliver the surfactants. That's it. What this means is that it doesn't leave the residue behind that more traditional cleaning products can. That's why it's been such an effective way to not only restore your floor and get rid of all those layers of buildup, but it's also great for daily cleaning. So let's talk about process. We'll go over both floor restoration and daily cleaning. First, Floor restoration. We have a one sheet that goes over this topic in detail that you can download now through the chat window. But the steps are simple. First, you apply the heavy-duty dilution of H2Orange2 to the floor. You can do this with a spray bottle for smaller areas or a pump-up pressure sprayer for larger areas. Let the solution dwell on the surface for 5 to 10 minutes. This gives time for the orange oil and the H2O2 to work together to get through those layers of buildup. Next, scrub with the grain of the floor. You can use an auto scrubber for larger areas and a deck brush for smaller or harder to reach areas. Finally, the soiled solution is picked up using an auto scrubber or a mop and the area is rinsed. We've had a lot of success with this technique. We've had clients who thought their LVT floors were permanently damaged or marked up, and we've got them looking new again. Once you've restored the floor, you can keep it looking great and avoid future buildup by using H2Orange2 in its light-duty solution for daily cleaning. Remember to use the dual compartment mop bucket so you're not spreading dirt around. We recommend a flat microfiber mop because it picks up and holds onto dirt and residue cotton string mops leave behind. We have a more detailed one sheet on daily cleaning you can download now in the chat window. Okay, so now for a few more basics. We've collected these by cross-referencing the recommendations from about 5 different LVT manufacturers. But be sure you're familiar with and follow your individual LVT manufacturer's directions at all times. First up, waxing. The great news, you don't have to do it. The days of waxing, buffing, and stripping are done when you have LVT. One thing some manufacturers do recommend is applying an acrylic finish on high traffic areas to reduce scratches and scuffs. This is a liquid that's applied with a mop and bucket. The one thing I'd caution you about when doing this is to make sure your floors are as spotless as can be before applying the finish. If not, dirt will get trapped under the finish. Next, buffing and burnishing. You do not want to do either of these, use either of these tools on high speed. They can actually destroy flooring by grinding through the wear layer. Again, be sure to check the directions for the specific LVT manufacturer, but a low-speed buff may be permitted to enhance the shine of the floor. Finally, let's talk about daily wear. If scratches and scuffs aren't too deep, the low-speed buffing mentioned above might do the trick. A vinyl floor sealer, after a thorough cleaning, can help hide them. And there are kits available for spot repairs. If a scratch is deep or a scuff resistant to your efforts, then you might have to replace the plank or tile in question. Well, that's all we have for you today. Right now, we're going to offer up a download for the companion ebook to the webinar. This and more resources are available to you at any time at enviroxclean.com/LVT cleaning. And remember, we're here to help. You can get more content like this every month by subscribing to our newsletter, or feel free to reach out to us here at Envirox by email at sales@enviroxclean.com. Thank you for your questions you sent to us during the webinar. We'll be sure to respond to those shortly. We hope you have a great rest of your day, and thanks for joining us.